Chapter 2. Why teach financing literacy? Chapter 2 is called Why Teach Financing Literacy. In this chapter, Robert Kiyosaki explains that many people work hard to earn money, but they still have financing problems. He believed this happens because people do not understand how money works. Rich Dad teaches Robert that becoming rich is not only about earning a high income. Many people with good salaries still struggle with money. Some doctors, lawyers, and business managers earn a lot, but they spend almost everything they make. Because of this, they do not become wealthy. Rich Dad says that financial literacy is the ability to understand money. It means knowing where money comes from, where it goes, and how to make good financing decisions. Without financing literacy, people may earn more money but continue having financing problems. One of the most important lessons in this chapter is the difference between assets and liabilities. Rich Dad gives a very simple definition. An asset puts money into your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. This idea becomes one of the most famous lessons in the entire book. Rich Dad explains that rich people buy assets, poor and middle class people often buy liabilities and think they are assets. For example, many people believe that their house is their biggest asset. Rich Dad says that a house is not biggest asset. Rich Dad says that a house is not always an asset. If a house costs money every month through a mortgage, payment, taxes, insurance, and repairs, it may act like a liability because money is having your pocket. Rich Dad is not saying that houses are bad. He only wants people to understand the difference between things that brings money and the things that make money out. Examples of assets include business that earn money, stocks that pay dividends, rental properties that produce income, bonds and investments, intellectual property such as books, music, or inventions. Examples of liabilities include car loans, credit card debt, expensive customer goods, large debt that require monthly payment. Rich Dad teaches Robert that wealthy people focus on building assets. Every time they earn money, they try to buy something that will produce more income in the future. Kiyosaki also introduces the idea of a financing statement. This statement has two parts. One, income, money coming in. Two, expenses, money going out. There is also assets, things that create income, liabilities, things that create expenses. Rich Dad explains that understanding these four categories helps people see their true financing situation. The chapter describes how different groups of people use money. Poor people. Poor people usually spend most of their income on living expenses. They often have very little money left for saving or investing. Middle class people. Middle class people often earn more money, but they also buy more liabilities. They purchase large house, never cars, and many other expensive things. As a result, their expenses grow along with their income. Rich people. Rich people first buy assets. These assets create income. Then the income from those assets can be used to pay for luxuries and other purchases. Rich Dad says that this is one reason why rich people continue becoming richer. Their assets produce more money, which allows them to buy even more assets. Another important lesson is about appearance. Some people look rich because they own expensive things. However, Rich Dad explains that true wealth is not about the appearances. Wealth is the ability to survive financially without working.